Judge Judy has fierce message for leftist district attorneys who have ruined big cities. Find another job. Hey buddy, welcome to our YouTube channel. Hope you all are so well, so let's begin. While most people recognize Judge Judy Sheindlin from her iconic reality show, Judge Judy, few remember that Sheindlin served as an actual judge in New York for 14 years before she was ever tapped for the show. Therefore, Sheindlin has the background and experience with which to pass her own judgment on the deplorable state of crime in many of the country's blue cities. And with the original Judge Judy still smashing viewership records even after wrapping things up after 25 years, according to Variety, Sheindlin is still a voice to be heeded in the entertainment world, as her recent interview with Fox News showed. In that interview, she combined both her cultural and legal clout to issue a scathing judgment on the liberal district attorneys who have allowed cities like New York and San Francisco to devolve into crime-ridden cesspits. Now, for those who have been paying attention, the extent to which crime has exploded in liberal cities has been nothing short of appalling. Trending: Hollywood star's wife played key role in international criminal court's arrest warrant for Israeli leaders. As Fox News reported in their story on the exclusive interview, actor Steve Buscemi was recently attacked on the streets of New York City in broad daylight, and crime in the New York subway has increased 7% from 2023 to 2024. Moreover, as the Daily Signal noted, since 2021, the homicide rate in Los Angeles has risen from roughly 637 per year to 768 per year, with other blue cities like Chicago and Philadelphia reporting similar statistics. Though the mainstream media has spent their time either deflecting from these unfortunate facts or pretending they didn't know the answer, Sheindlin had no problem unearthing the reason. According to Sheindlin, I know how we got here. We got here because a small group of people who have very loud voices created a scenario where bad people got rewarded, and the victim got punished by the system. She then continued, there is always a reason for criminal behavior. Didn't have a good upbringing, didn't have two parents in the house, didn't have one parent in the house. There's always a reason. You're mentally ill. That's a reason. You took drugs. That's a reason. You took alcohol. Your brain is fried. Whatever it is. And she was absolutely right. It has always been the government's job to protect law-abiding citizens by restraining and punishing criminal behavior, whatever the reason might be. Many of these criminals from unfortunate backgrounds perhaps deserve pity, but that pity should not allow them to walk the streets and hurt other people simply because they had a hard life. Related, watch, CNN interview with rapper ends in disaster after he makes classless move, vulgar statement live on air, but Sheindlin had more to say. Referring to the George Soros-funded DAs who have turned America's blue cities into crime-ridden hellholes, Sheindlin said, when you have district attorneys who are charged, whose job it is to do justice, but to keep the community safe, when you have elected district attorneys who don't know what their job is, they should go find another job. Fill ice cream cones someplace, she charged them, barely able to contain her disgust. But don't ruin cities. And what's happened around New York City, Portland, San Francisco? You had district attorneys who didn't know what their job was. And the cities are ruined. People are leaving. Sheindlin then ended her diagnosis with a warning, saying, I think we better get smarter before we get lost. Permanently lost. While Sheindlin never called out any particular DA by name, it was abundantly clear she was referring to the Alvin Braggs and the Kim Fox, who had preferred to exercise excessive pity for the criminals instead of carrying out their duty to the law-abiding citizens of their communities. When the government begins offering excuses for criminal behavior and then prosecuting on the basis of those excuses, it has devastating consequences for the rule of law, and the ordinary citizens are the ones that suffer the most. And having a background arbitrating family court cases, Sheindlin knew better than anyone how detrimental the left's soft on-crime policies have been for law and order in this country. Unfortunate backgrounds have never been the sole determinator of one's fate. If you've had a terrible upbringing, that doesn't suddenly absolve you of all responsibility if you rob a convenience store or attack someone on the subway. Ever since leftist DAs have started prosecuting criminals as if they had no control over their actions, rather than responsible moral agents, it has been the law-abiding citizens who have been left to suffer the